You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I am back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports 2. Well, we're going to talk about Joe Rogan, Tyson Fury, and Jon Jones. Now, we know Tyson Fury is one of the baddest heavyweight boxers on the planet, and Jon Jones is one bad mother effer in the UFC. Maybe the baddest I've seen in a long time, and we've got a little war going on between Joe Rogan and actually, Joe just said he believes Jon Jones could take Tyson Fury. Well, Tyson Fury did not take well to those comments, and by the way, Rogan and Tyson Fury had a pretty good relationship prior to this. He had been on the Joe Rogan podcast, a podcast I like a lot, by the way. But it's clear Tyson Fury did not appreciate Joe Rogan's comments and believes he can beat the shit out of Jon Jones. Now, I got to be honest with you. Just right off the bat, I'm going to tell you this. If it's a boxing match, Tyson Fury will murk Jon Jones. But if they step in the octagon, it's Jon Jones all day. This is a subject that has to do with disciplines. Absolutely. It will absolutely come down to what kind of fight it's going to be. So, and that makes a huge difference. If it's purely boxing, Tyson Fury's got a major advantage. But if it's MMA, it's Jon Jones. In my opinion anyway. Let's get to this because Tyson Fury's pissed. TMZ Sports, Jon Jones got wind of Fury. Well, let's see. I hate the way they do this. They put the updates above everything else. Perhaps don't hold your breath for that second Tyson Fury appearance on JRE, because the superstar heavyweight champion just eviscerated Joe Rogan, calling him a pussy, little effing M something, ball-headed M. I don't know. Is that maggot? Are we crossing out maggot now? I don't know. And a bunch of little emojis. 34-year-old Fury unloaded on the 55-year-old Rogan, blasting Joe for comments he made during a recent podcast when he essentially said the Gypsy King would get his ass whooped by MMA GOAT Jon Jones. Quote, "You want to talk about who the baddest man on the planet?" Rogan asked. "If Jon Jones and Tyson Fury are locked in a room, I'm pushing all my chips on black." Guess Tyson Fury didn't like that very much. Rogan, who has always been complimentary of Fury, also said Tyson, quote, "doesn't have a fucking chance in hell of making it out of that room unless he immediately catches Jones with a knockout punch." Fury, the best heavyweight boxer in the world and one of the greatest pugilists of all time, didn't take too kindly to the remarks. He made that abundantly clear. Quote, "I heard Joe Rogan say something about me." Fury fumed, "and I've been off all the social media and didn't reply to that little pussy, that little effing maggot, ball-headed maggot." I guess that's maggot. I don't know what else would start with an M and end with a T, but are you starring out maggot now? I don't get it. Oh, I bet I know what it is. I bet it is midget, maybe? I don't know. Quote, "I heard him say that Jon Jones could F me up if we were in a room together. I don't think so. I'm not a man born from a mother. Not a man born from a mother could F me up in a room on our own," Fury added. "Whatever happens in that room, I'd be walking out. Not a effing problem." Before this week's drama, Tyson and Joe seemed to have a good relationship and even sat down together for hours on an episode of the Joe Rogan Experience in 2018. As for what happened if they were to fight, it's impossible to know for sure. Tyson has a huge edge in striking with his hands, absolutely. But Jon is an incredible grappler wrestler who is also an extremely proficient with his hands, legs, and knees. Yeah, it's not the hands I would be worried about there. It would be those knees and those legs that I would be concerned about. So, Jon Jones answered back. Jon Jones got wind of Fury's rant, and while he was super complimentary of the boxing champ, he made it clear to the Gypsy King he stands no chance in the octagon. "Hey, Tyson, it seems like Joe may have struck a nerve," Jones said on Twitter. I'll admit there's no one touching you in that ring right now. But let's not get that confused, or let that not confuse you with what would happen if you stepped foot in my cage. The most interesting part, Jones says if Tyson wants to mess around and find out, all he has to do is hit up UFC honcho Dana White. If you ever want to put some of those questions you got to rest, give Dana a call. I'll help you out. And all I got to say is that would be one of the biggest UFC pay-per-views in the history of all UFC pay-per-views. It would be a monster. It would do monster numbers. Now, what I don't think you're going to see happen, a Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather kind of thing. I think Jon Jones knows better than to step in a boxing ring with Tyson Fury. But that wasn't the question. If they're putting a room together, and I guess you can use any move available, unless Tyson catches Jon Jones, immediately you got to think Jon Jones is going to try to get him on the ground, take his legs out, all this other stuff that you can do in mixed martial arts. Very interesting indeed. I mean, it's pretty well known that for the most part, guys that are actual high-level boxers will take out guys that are high-level MMA fighters in a boxing match. But if you start talking about actual mixed martial arts, you're going to, generally speaking, go with the mixed martial arts guy if that's what the fight is. I'm not sure why he's so mad at Joe Rogan in all this, frankly. I don't understand that. I mean, Joe's just giving an opinion. I don't think it's a personal thing with Joe. Personally speaking, I don't believe that. I don't. He just gave an opinion. If they're locked in a room together, I'm picking Jon Jones. And look, Joe Rogan's been around Jon Jones forever. And in his sport, Joe Rogan's mixed martial arts, Jon Jones is the baddest mother effer on the planet, okay? So that's his frame of reference in making that call. I have no doubt, and not even a smidgen of a doubt, that if Joe Rogan knew that Jon Jones was stepping into an actual boxing ring with Jon Jones, yeah, Joe's going to know you put your money on Tyson Fury. No doubt. No doubt. I mean, in an actual boxing match, I'm putting my money on Tyson Fury. But in an MMA fight, I'm putting it on Jon Jones. In fact, I'm putting it on Jon Jones against anybody, frankly. That's just where I'm at. That's where I would be. But I've been a Jon Jones guy for 20 years, it seems like. So it sort of is what it is. This is interesting. And Dana White, do something with this. 1, 2, 3, go, Dana. This is really interesting. Makes you wonder, could something be brewing there? Again, Dana, this would do massive numbers. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.